Thank you for tuning in into my channel where you find all about mixed media, art journal, collage, assemblage and anything else that sparks my interest. Hi, my name is Grob and I'm glad you are here.
Hi there, I'm glad you are back, and in case you are new here, I'm glad you found my channel. I have been asked lately whether I do journal flip through. Well, I have done some, but here another one. Today I have two journals for you which I did totally off camera without anybody watching me. I hope you enjoy them. Additionally, I also have Happy Mail which I received lately, and I got to talk a little bit about ideas and project. So let's go to the table. Now first, this is the Happy Mail. I'm gonna put that a little bit on the side for the moment. First I'm gonna go with the really small one. It is a tiny one. I did use all the scraps I had, and it's going to be a project for my mixed media and more on Monday in about 2 weeks. We're going to do something similar, not exactly the same of course, because we don't have the same materials twice again. But I did call it My Little Treasure Book, because we know we all have those boxes with the tiny little pieces we don't want to throw away. So that's what I did with those tiny little things. So I did use up all kind of leftovers. The cardboard was left over, bitten pieces of napkins, some gauze, punches I have punched out, stamps and whatnot. And then I did add more or less to every page little sayings. Like I just want to make nice things, which actually is true for me. I like to make nice things. Or it's the little things that make life big. Or here, like find joy in the little. And then we have the other side. It is one of those accordion thingies you can fold together, and then you wrap around a string, and yeah, that's the first one. So now another one I've made lately that again is with a lot of non-traditional art material, whatever you want to call it. So it is underneath or between here, actually there is the corrugated cardboard. You can see it. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it. So that's what I used as a base for my covers, back and front. So I did sandwich them into fabric and laces. And then I made a painting on some, I think it was a mixed media paper, maybe a watercolor paper, I don't remember. Oh, rather a mixed media paper. I did use a lot of gesso, I did use a lot of paint, and then I also did use the sewing machine to attach, not really to attach, but to give something more on it. It is really glued down with gel medium, so, but I like the look of the sewing. So that's one of my own paintings. That's the original painting which I put on my cover. There is underneath here we have tissue paper. Then I did add laces, which I did make hang over. Pieces from magazines, old sewing patterns that are actually the original. I did lately put up a PDF file with sewing pattern. That was actually this one. Before I teared it up, I did copy it. Again, I did use fabric, laces, and that is a purely muslin page. And then did add things like buttons and words and old ephemera. Sometimes I did use my jelly print, sometimes I did paint directly onto a watercolor paper. I did always have one fabric and one watercolor page. So I'm thinking about having an online class for this kind of books, so let me know if you would be interested. So that's, and you see I mix languages. I have French, I have German, I have English. Here I did use one of those labelers. I recently grabbed it out again. I did also use stamping and an embossing. So I did use watercolors, I did use some photocopied jelly prints. That's actually a duct tape with the map. Again, some embossing. Watercolors together with ink. No, actually that's only ink. That's India ink, the dark, and that's is acrylic ink. I did add those micas here. That is one of the transfers I made from one of my own not transfers, skins, acrylic skins with one of my own drawings, paintings. That's from a magazine, that's some of my papers. I did stamp on the fabric itself, and I did use the staples here, so you're gonna see that on this side too. Also the sewing I did, you're gonna see here too, but I think that adds something. Some doodling, that was watercolor that I'm sure, and some modeling paste with one of my own stencils. That's, yeah, one of my paintings. That's a really old piece of lace I had, and I did add that. And again, one of my skins, this time from a magazine page. It's not my, it's from a magazine. You can make skins from magazine pages, and what I love about the skins, you can see it here really clearly. You can see through wherever there is a white area. That's what I like about that. It gives another dimension. Some embossing of chipboard. Here I did use a lot of washi tape. Finally, I have to use up my washi tapes. They get bad over time, so it's really time that I use them up. One of my funny quirky birds. Then another little face with a big head and a small body. I like that sometimes. And that's actually what you can see here. It's stitching. I did first stitch the brown thingy. I'm coming from the textile industry, so there's a lot of leftovers there. And this time, because I made that first and then added the collage on top on this page, you won't see what I did here on the back side. So there's two ways how you can do it. You can either let it revealed, or you can cover it up. If you wanted to cover it up, you have to think about it. That's one of my paintings. Again, that's watercolor paper, which I did a background and then painted a girl. Here I did some collage with jelly prints. That's the only page I don't know what to do with it, because that's fabric from the Canvas Grob brand, which I was in the design team for a while, and I'm just leaving it at the moment because I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. So here I have some collage again. Then I did a bird again. Negative painting. I did have the background. This is actually a napkin, and then I did add the face and then chiseled out any parts I didn't want. That's embossing on transparencies. That's the skin. Again, the acrylic skin. This one, which I just have flipped around. So, well, that's it for my art journals. Now, I recently got a happy mail from Haigh, which follows me on YouTube, and well, not. I was telling at one point that I have lost my old golden storybooks, which my aunt living in New York Island, in Long Island, came over to visit Switzerland and brought some of them for me as a child. So, and I don't know where they are. And she actually found a golden storybook for me, which just brings back memories. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do something with that. I really don't know yet, so we'll see. But, and then she had, this is like a comic. And that's one of the books I'm thinking about doing an altered book. This one is especially interesting. It's about women. So, like from Mae West, I used to be Snow White, but I drifted. I like that. Golda Meir, I think that's a good one too. Whether women are better than men, I cannot say, but I can say they are certainly not worse. No worse. So that's one of the things. And then there is the trick for new wizards, and this is actually, which surprises me, it has sewn signature, so it would be perfect to do an altered book. And I do have like those old knitting magazines in black and white from about the 40s or 50s. So I was thinking maybe I'm gonna turn that into an altered book with my pretended relatives or something like that. So that's probably coming up soon. So that's what I have so far to share with you. I just want to talk a little bit about my mixed media and more on Monday. As I said, I'm gonna put up this pretty soon on my second blog, which I have now on my website, which is for paying members only. You usually can see the announcement that there is a new blog up there with the video. You can see the pictures what we are doing, but you don't have access to the videos or to the free printables and the supply list and all that stuff. So I'm have done every moving from the platform, which I didn't like so much, to my own website. It's this video goes up on Friday. I'm filming it on Wednesday, and Thursday my last blogs for April gonna be up there, and from starting in May it's only gonna be on my blog, no longer on the older platform. So I have checked that everybody have access to the member area, so that should work. And there's gonna be less announcement about new blogs so because everything is now over on my blog. So that's it for the moment. I hope you enjoyed this little flip through and our little chit chat. As always, if there are any questions, just leave them down below in the comments. And by the way, subscription, thumbs up, and nice comments are always appreciated. Now, stay safe, stay home, and take care. Bye for now. See you.